sword was mine. But how did he...
abandoned a village that was part of his domain. Regardless if it was done to ensure our victory, it was still a ruthless act.
Our forces surely would have been victorious without sacrificing that village.
King Arthur has no understanding of the hearts of men.
How can a king who doesn't understand the hearts of his own subjects possibly lead their country?
Agreed.
You're right.
Absolutely.
Saber. Saber.
She did everything she could as King Arthur to protect her people. So why did they blame her for all their problems? And why did Saber stand there and take it, right up until the very end?
It's because I have an obligation I couldn't fulfill when I was alive.
I wonder if this is what she was talking about. About wanting to do things over.
This is really putting my appetite into high gear!
Save some room, there's dessert too.
Dessert? What kind of dessert?
You're gonna have to wait, I'm afraid.
Oh, come on! Don't do that! Tell me!
Morning. Wow, look at all the food. That's quite a feast. Is today a special occasion? Oh, by the way, Mato, Miss Fujimura, there's someone I'd like to introduce you to.
Huh? Who's that?
Well, you
Wow, this smells great!
Now, don't forget your manners. Anyway, this little girl is a distant relative of mine here from abroad without a whole lot of advanced warning, I'm afraid. I realize it will be an inconvenience, but I was hoping that she could stay here with us for the time being.
Hello, my name is Eliasville. You're just like big sisters to me, so please call me Elia. It's nice to meet you, and you can just call me Big Sis Fujimura. And my name's Sakura.
She can be a little on the obnoxious side, so if she starts to annoy you, please try to remember she's just a child.
Wow, that's so good! There's plenty for everyone, so feel free to eat all you want. Great!
Come on now, Elia. What's a well-mannered little girl supposed to say before she eats?
Oh, please forgive me. Thanks for the food. You sure haven't eaten much, Rin. Don't worry if you're not very hungry. I'll be more than happy to eat your share for you.
That's very nice of you, but...
Good morning, Senpai.
I can't believe it, Sakura. It looks like you took care of all the morning chores for me. Thank you.
No problem.
By the way, Saber, about that talk we had earlier.
Shiro, personal matters at the table is bad for digestion.
Okay, sorry. What's so funny?
It's you and Saber, Senpai. You're acting like an old married couple.
Oh, we are?
This broth is quite excellent, Sakura. You should try it, Shiro. I think you'd enjoy it.
Excuse me, could you hand me the soy sauce?
Sure.
Thank you.
We interrupt the currently scheduled program to bring you this urgent late-breaking news story. Early this morning at Fuyuki City 5211 inside the Nakano
Don't tell me
building,
this is another
Daiji
gas leak
Nishimura
accident.
was found unconscious on the third floor of the
Accident.
Yamada Financial Offices. He's 35 years old. This brings the number of unexplained coma incidents to more than 30. Authorities recently
Doesn't this
announced
whole
that they
thing
have
give you the
moved to an
creeps?
even
I mean,
higher
our whole
state of
school is
alert.
closed down because of these leaks. Sakura, Miss Tosaka, you be careful out there. Everything will be fine. Oh, wow! Which one of these do you want, Sakura? You made them, so you should pick first. Thanks, but I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna go get the guest room ready for Ilya.
Hold on, Sakura. That can wait. I'll help you with it later.
Ooh, yummy! Hey! Hey, that was really sneaky of you, Elia! Oh, wow, that one looks good, too.
Not so fast, Eliasfiel. Those two have already been set aside for Shiro and myself.
Wait a second, I didn't get a pick, so why should you?
Stop being a baby. Just do rock, paper, scissors.
All right, get ready to accept defeat! 1, 2, 3! Rock, paper, scissors! No way! The best out of 3!
About that news report we heard.
The guy in the coma?
These incidents are getting to be much larger in scale. This mysterious master who's hiding at Ryudo Temple is starting to run rampant now that his archenemy Berserker is out of the picture. If we don't do something, there's no telling how far it will escalate.
We have to stop this guy.
Disregarding the assassin servant who guards the path to the temple, there's the issue of all the people who live there. This makes launching an assault with Excalibur problematic.
Well, then how are we supposed to get past him?
Calm down, Shiro. We're just going to have to do some more research.
It looks like you guys are trying to come up with a strategy. Can I join in too?
Little girls like you should wait outside and play.
No way! I've played innocent little girl all morning and it's exhausting. If you listen, I've got the inside info on what you're talking about. But maybe I'll go outside and play instead.
What do you know, Ilia?
That stuff they were talking about on the news wasn't the work of Ryudo Temple's master. Castor is the one who's doing it.
Wait just a minute. Are you saying that the master at Ryudo Temple isn't the one who's behind all the coma incidents?
You're not getting it. There's not just one servant at Ryudo Temple, there's 2. There's Assassin of the Killer class, and then there's Castor of the Magus class.
So you're telling us that there's a master up there who somehow got himself 2 servants?
Yep, but the person who summoned up Assassin was actually Castor.
Can't be. A servant shouldn't have the power to summon up another servant on their own.
Sure they can. If you're a Magus, then you can summon up whoever you want. I mean, come on. Who do you think the best Magus in the city is anyway?
Of course. That makes sense. Castor is a Magus servant. So she just used that power to summon a servant like Assassin. So who's the master at Ryudo Temple then?
Castor is a world-class Magus. She doesn't really need a master if she doesn't want one. She killed the master who summoned her within seconds. And then, not long after that, she hid herself away at Ryudo Temple. Her current master isn't a Magus. He's just some ordinary human. He's nothing more than Castor's puppet.
How could she do that? How could she turn around and kill the master she had just formed a pact with?
I'm not surprised. When I heard she's actually Medea, it made sense.
Medea?
She's a backstabbing witch who dates back to Greek mythology. So that's who Castor really is. In that case, assassins are only real problem. By herself, Castor really won't pose that big of a problem for Saber.
You believe we should assault Ryudo Temple then?
We're gonna have to. There's been too much collateral damage as it is. We have to stop it.
He's right. And if the master at Ryudo Temple is just some ordinary human, then...
Yeah, I already told you he wasn't a Magus, so someone like him won't be any problem for you guys.
Amiya, are you home?
Hey, what brings you here, Issei?
Well, I was just called in by Mr. Kuzuki on some student council business. And on my way to school, I thought I should drop by and check up on you since you've been absent for a while.
Well, thanks. So Mr. Kuzuki's at school today too, huh?
Yes, he set out early this morning as usual. As you know, Amiya, there's always pressing matters for the student council.
Wait a second. How did you know that Mr. Kuzuki had already left for school?
Well, that's quite easy, actually. We happen to live under the same roof.
What are you talking about?
My goodness, have I forgotten to mention that? Forgive me. You see, Mr. Kuzuki has been living at the Ryudo Temple for the past 3 years now.
You don't seriously think that Mr. Kuzuki is the master at Ryudo Temple?
Well, he's not a Magus, and his story completely fits with what Ilia told us earlier. If you ask me, this is at least worth looking into.
Well, how do we go about just looking into it?
Mr. Kuzuki's at school, right? We'll do a little meddling and make sure he goes home late. Then we'll lie in wait and attack him when he does. We'll do it tonight.
But what if we're wrong about him?
We won't do anything drastic. We're just going to determine whether or not he's a master. I'll just give him a little tap with the Gonder shot, and if I'm wrong, he'll be laid up in bed with a cold for a few days. I promise I'll go as easy on him as I can. We can't afford to hesitate on this, Shiro.